So you don't open the setup, okay? I mean, you don't click on the shortcut that we created. That's what we did in the first video, right? So you don't click on it first. So you need to go to your menu and find where you have installed your system, okay? So for me, I've installed it in software, okay? So you go in software or whatever you have installed your system, right? So that you can find it. Where is the name software here? I can't see it. All right, so let's just, so you go where you installed it, okay? It's right here. So these are the softwares, right? So I mean, this is the system, this is where I've installed it. Now why we've come here is not to click on the setup. Remember, we've installed it already. That's what we did in the previous video. So if you haven't watched the first video, pause this video, scroll up, find the first video, watch. That's when you are going to follow, because what we'll be doing in this video is the second part of the software. So what we need to do is just to open the product ID. I'll tell you the reason why we have chosen to open it. Now let's go back and run the shortcut that we created on the desktop. So just click on it twice, you relax a bit, you wait as it is opening. So you can see it is opening with Excel there. You just have to give it some time. So it has opened, but nothing is showing here because it is requesting that you enter the password, okay? It's telling you this system is protected, so you need the password. Now which password do you get? Remember, that's why we opened. Now this is the reason we opened the product ID. That's why we located where the files are, and then we open the readme menu or the product ID, okay? So this is the one. So we don't need the product ID this time. You go to the MSAT password to open. Like I said, the password would differ, okay? So you don't need to use this one. You need to ask for the password from the school where you are, okay? So you just have to copy it like we did last time. Go back to Excel, you find that tab waiting for the password. Just have to click on it, you paste, okay, and you click OK, and then it is going to open another tab requesting you to choose whether you just want to read the system to view its content, or you want to do some changes to enter your own data and manipulate your data. So that's what we want. So we are not going to click on read only because we want to do our own stuffs, right? So to do that, just go back to the product ID and copy the third password, that password which will be showing on your system. This is just a tutorial showing you, this is not the real thing, okay? So you need your own password. So just click there, you paste and click OK. Wait for it now to open. So you just wait for it to open. Okay, just a moment. You can relax and wait for it to open. Okay, I think now it has opened, right? All right. So since it has opened, what you need to do now, okay, so we have our menu now. We have I think I explained this menu. So this is the mark sheet analysis 2. Mark sheet analysis 2, yes, which is MSAT. So remember, we discussed what ECE is all about: junior report, upper report, and senior report. So in senior report, when you click on it, that's where our data is. The data that we entered last time is right here, okay? Everything is there. So we just want to do the second part for where we left off. Okay, so we go back to menu. If you want to get back, you click on menu, it takes you back here. Now what we want to discuss is the view LPI, okay? This is where you see learners progress. So there is for grade 7, grade 9, grade 12. Remember, by this system showing G9, G9, G7, G12, it's not that whatever you need to enter here, it's for grade 7. So someone will say, I didn't enter results for grade 12, or for grade 9 or for grade 7, so I don't know where to find my data. No. What this means is just the format. So whatever you entered between grade 1 to grade 7, you find that data here in G7. Between grade 8 and 9, you find that data here, because that's where you're going to find subjects and features related to grade 9 or grade 8. And here G12, this represents the senior secondary, so you're going to find the features and subjects there. So we want to click on that one because that's where our data is, and there we go. Now there's just something here that I wanted to show you. There is this part here. I wasn't supposed to do this. Okay, let me just do this. Let me just cut, and we assume we don't have that one, right? All right, so we don't have this part. Okay, so this part, why I deleted, I want to show you. So this part, you have the district, okay, Mukushi. In this case, you have the school name. Now there is number, that's name of teacher. Okay, so once you open the LPI, here you can enter the data there, right? So you have name of a teacher, so you can just enter that name of the teacher by typing, okay, that teacher. Let's say this is Mulenga Mwewa, okay, that's the teacher, okay, right? Now here I've entered the TS number. Anyway, let's delete so that we can do our real stuffs, right? Let's just, okay, I'll just copy it, okay, I'll just, so that we can, to be easy to put. So there we have Mulenga Mwewa. You can enter the teacher who teach each subject you have. So we have Mulenga Mwewa, that's for English. What is the TS number for Mulenga? Okay, so we can have another teacher there. Let's put the names before we put the TS numbers. That's why I said this system, as it is created to track both the performance of the teacher and the pupil, you see how that is very much possible. So let's enter the names. So we have, that's Mulenga Mwewa. We have, we can have this teacher, Liz Mwape, okay? We can have Hamanenga Mundu, right? Okay, just want to mix the names. We can have those names that as goodness Walia, such names, those are beautiful names. We have names like Chama Chama, isn't it? Such names, those are beautiful names. We have names like Banda Piri, so this is a teacher as well, who teaches HE. We also have until we have Ines Tembo, right? So we have Misheck Lungu, such names, right? Very beautiful names. We can have so this one teaches history. We have Kavungo, okay, Kavungo Mpo, right? That's the name. Don't worry, you put real names. This is just a tutorial. Don't worry about that. Okay, so we have such names. So we have teacher for French. This is our last teacher. Let's balance gender here. So let's have the name teacher. So let's say this is Mapalo. That's Mapalo Lee. Okay, that's the name of the teacher who teaches French. So here you can put the TS numbers. Okay, the TS numbers you just have to type. Let's say you have 809945. This is the TS number for this teacher. Now let's just try to paste so that we can. Okay, I think we've moved. Let me just see if if we still have that data. Anyway, we don't have, so we can just assign the TS number. So we're just going to assume we have TS numbers for your teachers, okay, like that. So these are the TS numbers, right? So we assume these are real TS numbers that you have, okay? So you put real TS numbers there. Now this one here, you can just remove because there is no data here, right? For these 3 rows, so we don't have anything. So we have this system. Once you enter the data, it will show the district where your school is located, the name of the school, the name of the teacher who teaches that subject, and the TS number. And now this makes it easy for Deb's office to track you, right? So for English teacher, this teacher Mulenga Mwewa teaches English in Mukushi district at so particular school, right? So you have that particular school, the name of the school, okay? By so I mean any school name which will be there, okay? The TS number for this teacher Mulenga Mwewa is 3004, whatever real TS number you are going to put there. And this person teaches English. How many sat for English in Mrs. Mulenga Mwewa? Okay, there is 11 pupils sat for the test. How many were absent? 0. So none of the pupils were absent. We have how many got between 75 to 100 in this subject? That's 3. How many got, which is distinction 1, and we have distinction 2. How many got between 70 to 74? Only 1 person. Okay, that's distinction 2. So we have grades on top there. We have 3, 4, 5 up to 9. So how many got between 65 to 69? 9. 60 to 64, only 2 pupils. 55 to 59, only 3. 50 to 54, we have 0. So 9. Even 40 to 49, 9. 35 to 39, that's only 1 pupil. From 0 to 34, 1 pupil. Now what does this mean? So here we go, we have fail, which is failure percentage here. In English, we have 9% as the failure percentage. We have the pass rate, or the failure rate, right? This is the failure rate. We have the pass rate, we have is 91, and you can see this is in green color, so saying the teacher of English is doing well, okay? At least 91% pass rate. This is good, okay? This is good. Now the second one is for math. The math teacher. This is Liz Mwape of TS number 305. This one teaches math. How many sat were 11? How many were absent? 9. How many got between 75 to 100? 2 pupils got that. Okay, so the interpretation of the marks goes like that. So you look at the failure rate. So in math, 27% is the failure rate. Okay, what is the pass rate? The pass rate is 73%, and you can see this teacher is in yellow color, which means it's not bad. It's not bad. This is good. Okay, so the same interpretation applies to all these other subjects. You can see this one, the pass rate is 100%, 91%. It means they are in green, which means these teachers are doing okay. Now you can see below here we have these ones in red, which means these teachers, they need extra push. You need to find out as the head teacher, why is this performance so pathetic for these subjects, okay? So you have this data, okay, and this data can be used to track you as a teacher. Why is the performance like this in your class? Okay, that's why I said this system is created to track both the performance of the pupil and the teacher. So you'll be caught once you are tracked like this. So this is the data which is here on this tab, on this window. This is the second part of the system, and over there you are going to have both the pass rate and the failure rate. So you can see when you scroll down, you are going to have here overall what was the pass rate for grade 10 in these subjects, that's 28% is the failure rate, and the pass rate is 72%. And you can see the pass rate is in yellow, which means this is not bad. This is not bad. So that's the comment. That's what colors mean here. Okay, good. That's all, unless there's any question. Oh, you can't ask, but you can leave a comment there here if you have any question. I think that's all. This is the data and the interpretation which is here. So this is the window which allows you to enter the name of the teacher for that particular subject and the TS number. So you put it there. So we can go to, if you want to print out this, you can just click Control P, right? If you want to have this in your staff room, you're the head teacher and want to be seeing this data, so you just have to click Control P, okay? And you can choose which part you just want to print, if it's just the first part which has data, or if you have different classes. So you are going to have this bunch of data, right? For grade 10s, you can have grade 9s, you can have grade 8 there, and then you can print it out, stick it on the notice board or in the office, so that you see how the performance is at your school. So we go back to menu now. So we were talking about view LPI. We went to G12 because that's where the data is, and I've interpreted the data there and what it means. Now we want to see the LPI summary, so the learner's progress summary. Now when you are here, you can see there's a provision for it says this is Ministry of Education, General Education, Provincial Education Office, that is Lusaka Province. You have Learner and Teacher Performance Tracking System. Okay, so that is what this system is created for. Like I mentioned, it's to track the performance of both the learner and the teacher. Okay, so that's what we have. Now there is name of head teacher. Okay, so the head teacher also has an important role to play here. So you need to enter the name of the head teacher, like in this case. So you just have to put your cursor there and you can enter your head teacher's name. So let's say the head teacher at this school, the principal is Mr. Mpundu. Okay, let's say this is Mr. Mpundu Lukwesa, right? Those are our names in Zambia. So that's the head teacher's name. Now what's the TS number for the head teacher? So we assume this is the TS number for the head teacher, okay? And so we have it there. That's the TS number. So if you want to change this, you can just use your you put your cursor there, and then you can type the TS number for that head teacher, okay, like that. Oh, sorry, this is more than, okay, just like that. Okay, so that's the TS number for our head teacher. And then here we have the district, the school. We have the subject here. You can see we have number of learners who sat for assessment, so 11. Now look at here. Here they are 10. Why 10? They are 10 because one was absent when they were writing HE. The same thing applies to history. When they were writing this subject, they were 10, those who sat, because one was absent, right? So now here you can see we have number of learners who got 70% and above. So in this category, we go to English, 4 got 70% and above, math, just 5 got 70% and above, and so forth. Okay, the same interpretation applies to other subjects. And now this one says percentage of learners who got 70% and above. Okay, in terms of percentage now, so 4 learners who got 70% and above out of 11 learners, the total number of learners who sat for this exam or test. This gives us 36% of that. Okay, also math, you can see this gives us 45%. Now pay attention to the colors. This one 36, it's in red. all these other subjects which are in red color, it means they really need to find out why is the performance like this, right? How can just 3 pupils get above 70 out of 11? Okay, that's what the colors mean. Those cells which are in yellow, like math and other subjects, it means this is not bad. It's not bad. This is just on average. Green, it means you are doing fine as a teacher. Okay, that's the data which is here. So you enter, this window gives you provision to enter the head teacher's name and the TS number. Also the phone number, I'm sure you can include it there, so that the teacher will be called, the head teacher can be called and they will talk over the phone. But anyway, those guys have numbers for the head teachers. So when this report is sent there, they will know what to do once they see the performance. Okay, so that's it on this window, unless there's any question. We can go to, now there's this feature, go to teachers. So let's see what we can find there. So when you go to teachers, you're going to find it. I need to mention also to say, when you open, you go to teachers, it won't bring you direct to here. It will bring some cells. Okay, on top there is the first table. This is showing table 2.1 grade 7 teacher performance, right? So this is to analyze you as a teacher, how are you performing in your subject area. Okay, now this one is for grade 7 and we didn't enter any data for grade 7, so you just have to scroll down and find the table which has the data that you entered, and there we go. So this is our table and we have everything there, the district where my school is located, the name of the school, the name of the teacher, and the TS numbers for each teacher, and the teaching subject, so it's there. Now we have number of learners sat, it's that information is there, those who got above 70 and below 70, so we have it there. So this is the summary. For now I'm not going to show you how to extract this information. So this is the information you extract and report, which you report to the DEB's office. Okay, I'll produce another video where I'll show you how to do that. Okay, and produce a report which should be sent to the DEB's office from the system. So this has made work easy for teachers. Okay, because every school is requested to report their performance, okay, to the DEB's office, and this one, it has been created so that that report can be sent not just on time but with correct information, okay, and the information which they need. So I'll produce another video showing you how to do that. So this is all that we have here, this information which is showing. Now on top there is go to subjects, there's also go to factors. So when you click on go to subjects, it will take you back to the things that we have discussed. Okay, now we don't want that, so we want to go to factors and see what factors contain there. So when you go to factors, when it opens, look what it has. There is table 4.1. These are enabling factors. So what made it possible for the performance that you have, and for this one, obviously it's for the good performance that you have. What contributed to the good performance, because there's factors that enabled performance. So as a head teacher, this part has to be dealt with by the head teacher or the principal of the school, okay, or the management. So you need to type, you just have to put your cursor there and type those factors you have, okay. You can tabulate them. We have actions to maintain the enabling factors, because this is good. So these actions you took should be kept, right? You need to continue working on them. So you need also to type, you just put your cursor there and you can type those goals you've put to maintain those enabling factors for your performance. And then we have table 4.2. This is constraining factors. So these are factors that constrain your performance, the performance at your school. So again, you do the same, just put your cursor there. You can go on and type those factors as the head teacher or the principal of the school. Yeah, as a teacher you can also be assigned to do that, but that information should come from the head teacher. Okay, because he's the one who knows better. She is the one who knows better. Even if you are questioned, if she is questioned, because that person is the head teacher, will be able to explain. Okay, there is a note here saying the actions to maintain, or this is just a guidance on how whatever you put here, the information that you put, the format which it should take, it reads, the actions to maintain or mitigate the factors should be very clear as to who will do what and how it will be done. So the information you put here, very sensitive, it should be written in that format. That's why this part has to be dealt with by the principal or the head teacher of the school. And if you want to print this form after you are done, you've put everything, you want to remind everyone, you want them to see these goals, just have to click Control P, that you go to print, and you can print that one out, or you can do it manually by going to File. So you take your cursor there, go to File, and then you click on Print, right? You click on Print. Once you click, this thing will come, okay, and it will have you can edit it so that these other parts will not show. Okay, whatever you have put there will be able to show. Alright, so let's just continue there. So this is all about this window. Now there is on top this one, go to strategic plan implementation. We don't go to menu because we don't want to get back. We want to go to view strategic plan implementation. So just click on it. Now here you find table 5.1. It says review of implementation of strategic plan. So as a school you have those strategic plans, okay, as a school. So there is excuse me, your focus area on this one. So regarding leadership and management, what are the activities done in quarter one? So let's say this is term 1. You had set some strategic plans, okay? There were goals that you had set regarding leadership and management. So what are the activities done so far? So just put your cursor there and type as the head teacher, okay, of that particular school. You have activities planned for quarter 2. So those are activities you can type there as the head teacher. So there's this provision, and it is very important. It needs to be put in use, okay? Then we have the second part, that is learner performance support. So we have learner performance support there. You are going to state the activities that have been done so far in quarter 1, term 2, term 3, and future plans, that is in term the following term, right? So we have the third one, that is partnership and collaboration. So activities that have been done in that area and future plans. You have teacher preparedness. What are the activities done and what are the future plans? We also have teaching and learning materials. So you have there again activities that have been done in quarter 1 and activities that you plan to be done in quarter 2. Okay, that's all about this form. Again, this is what the system contains, and this has to be put in use. So it is very important that also teachers, principals learn how to use this software so that they can make use of it, as the work is easy for them now. You just have to click Control P, you print that, and there you go, you have it. So we are done. This is the second video, so make sure if you haven't watched the first video, watch it, because there are some important features explained there that you need to use this second part. Next here, I think we are done. The only thing remaining is to close the system. So you just have to click there, and then it will ask you whether you want to save this data or not. So just go to save, because we want this to be saved. Alright, so once it is saved like this, this one here, this is the product ID or the readme pad, so the readme menu. So This contains just the product key and the password, so you can close it. You open it the next time you want to open your system, your software. Okay, so that's all for today in this video. So thank you so